Hey guys, it is Carl Brown from GL365.com. I have one of the greatest songs ever written, at least in my opinion today. We're going to learn how to play Billie Jean, of course, by Michael Jackson. So this is not easy to do. This is kind of putting together that really kind of iconic bass line with also the synth hits as well at the same time, which creates quite the finger buster. It's a fantastic exercise in finger independence, but it's definitely not for the beginner. All right, so if you're seeing this and you're like, oh, I want to learn how to play Billie Jean, and it's your first week of playing, you might want to wait a bit. So anyway, but this is a great finger exercise though, if you can get it down. All right, so we're going to cover all the parts of the song, just kind of guitar arrangement, not really covering all the any kind of guitar layers they had in it, just the actual chords and maybe kind of mirroring some of the guitar stuff, but really focusing on trying to do an arrangement of the instrumentation of the music all on one guitar. All right, before I get into it, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell so you'll know when I release a new video. And check out my Guitar Academy, of course. I got a bunch of courses there. You'll see the link in the description. I'm offering a free 7-day trial right now, so grab that while you can. So you can try it out for 7 days to see if you like it. It contains all my guitar courses covering everything from a complete beginner course to more advanced courses in ear training and theory, improvisation for rock, metal, blues, jazz. There's a guitar tone course in there, so please go and check it out. All right, so let's start here. I'm in standard tuning, and obviously the intro of the track starts with this bass line. All right, so we're going to be putting that riff on top of that, so that's when it starts getting challenging. So, but for the intro here, just the riff itself, that's up here at the 9th fret there on the A to the 9th fret on the low E, and then 7, 9, 7 on the A, and then 9, 7, 9 on the low E. So we have this. And just repeat that. Now we're going to put this little synth hits on top of it, so people actually know what you're doing, what song you're doing. So this is a challenge to do this. So you got to break it up chord by chord. The verse, it does the exact same thing pretty much for the chorus, except it holds these chords in part of it, which is more challenging because you have to hold those shapes while also doing the bass line underneath it. But for the verse, it's not as difficult because they're staccato, so you get to let go of them as soon as you hit them. So for the first one, you're going to do that much. So basically, it's not that difficult when you can break it up and learn it just piece by piece like this. So we have the 9th fret there on the low, on the A string there that I'm picking with the thumb, and then the 7th fret on the G. I'm sorry, 6th fret on the G, 7th fret on the B, and I'm picking those with the index and middle. So I'm just using my index and middle and thumb for all every single chord. So we have this. You hit those 3 strings to start, and then the bass line is 3 notes. So we have that first note is here on this F sharp there that's on the A string, the 9th fret. Move over and grab the 9th fret there on the low E, then the 7th fret on the A. So we have that. So you can let go of that chord immediately because that's how it's actually played in the recording. So we have this. So that's off the first chord, and then we have this. So that is now so that's basically the second half of the riff. So we have this. So what those are, you're gonna start with the 9th fret again here on the A string with your ring finger, Middle finger gonna get the 8th fret on the G, and then the pinky is gonna get the 9th fret there on the B string. So we're gonna do this. So that's these 3 notes together at first, and then you can leave those top 2 notes, and then 7 on the A, then 9, 7, 9 on the low E. So the first chord, and then the second chord. So if you put those together seamlessly, we have so a lot easier when you piece it together like this. Now the next chord hit, we're going to start the riff over, the bass line over, and the notes on the for the chords above, it's going to be the 9th fret on the G, 10th fret on the B. So that 9th fret here, like that. So you're going to play 9th fret on the A, 9th on the G, 10th on the B together, and then the bass line, first half of the bass line again, that 9 on the A, 9 on the E, and 7 on the A. So that was the same as we did this. Same bass line that we did off that first chord, and then now we'll go back to the thing that we did on the second chord. It's the same as the 4th. So all together we have this. Now the idea is to keep those top notes staccato while kind of legato the bass with this. All right, hard to sing over that. And then, so that section, it comes to, it's over a B minor. And it's a little bit more of an abbreviated, just, it's kind of not the same exact pattern. It's pretty similar, it's just missing a note for the bass line. And it's moved over. So basically move the bass line. And that's the bass line. So it's basically the same we did here. Except so if you did that same thing, you just move everything down 1 string. That would be pretty close to it, except what you're gonna do, you're gonna basically stop after the 4th note, and whatever, when you went back down that 7th fret here, you're not gonna do that. So you're basically skipping 1 note. So it looks like this. Let me just do it in the context of the chord. We have the 9th fret on the D, 7th on the G and the B, and then over to the 9th on the A and 7th on the D. So that's the first hit. And then hit that chord again with the 9th fret and pause, and then which just goes 9, 7, 9 on the A. So we have this. See that bass line's a little abbreviated instead of doing this? We're not doing that note the second time around. Repeat, then back to. So and when you get back here, it's a full bass line that doesn't stop. Alright, and then we get to the pre-chorus. So that's just a D major to an F sharp minor. So that's going to be a full bar of the 2nd fret with the 4th fret on the A and the D. So do that a few times. And then the last time, the fourth time, go D to a C sharp dominant 7 chord. So, and I'm doing this voicing instead of this because it sounds like the top note is here and the chord voicing they use. So that's a bar at the 4th fret there. The root notes are going to be on the 4th fret of the A string, that's C sharp. And then you're going to play the 4th fret there on the D, and I'm sorry, the 6th fret on the D and the 6th fret on the B. So you got that 4th fret on the G string in there too with the bar. So really just the 4 middle strings is what you need. And then it goes pretty much to the same riff. But now we have the added challenge to hold the top. Hold those. You're not going to be able to do it in the very first one. So this is just like the verse. But when you get here to these, you're going to want to hold those 2 notes and not play them staccato. So it requires playing that and then having really good finger independence to play the bass line. And then the same thing here. And then back. So this first one's going to have to be staccato because you got to leave to play the bass line then. And then we're gonna go, I'm just gonna play this. There's a little guitar part. You can play it just like that. Just as a B minor, you can just play it like that, or play it as a full B minor chord, the bar at the 7th fret there, with the 9th fret on the A and the D. And then whenever it does that little riff there in the chorus, he goes back to the muted version. And then sometimes, so he'll go back to the chord hits right after that. So that's kind of really kind of the first chorus. So it's just important to remember you're holding the chords at the beginning. And then when you do this figure, after that it's muted, a staccato, and back, and just the staccato riff of the verse. Alright, so that's the chorus. Now we go back through the verse section, the exact same with the kind of staccato note chords, and the same pre-chorus. The final chorus has a lot of variations on how we play it, so you just kind of got to know it by the sound, but it kind of starts out by playing it muted, letting the notes ring. Then when you do this, it strums off the B minor chord, and then muted chorus, staccato chorus. And then you'll see he'll start kind of extending everything. He'll go right back into the holding the chord. But whenever he plays this, he'll go back to the staccato. And sometimes jump right back to the B minor. So the outro of the song, you've got to listen to it. It's going to be one of 3 things. The holding the chorus with that bass line. This B minor riff there, kind of rhythm. Or the staccato version of that riff. So just that outro chorus, it kind of extends and he keeps messing with it. So it's better to just listen for those 3 types and just be able to memorize the sound of it and so you'll know which one to do. But that's about it. Like I said, it's not easy to do this stuff, especially sing over it. It's really kind of it's a really great workout for your brain, getting this underneath your fingers. but I find when I was kind of putting this arrangement together that it helped me to just work on it chord by chord. So I worked on this first and into the second chord there. Then from the second chord into the third. So just up until I hit that next chord. And then I can start putting them together. Alright, so it's a lot going on there, but it's a great independence exercise. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is an amazing song. It's really fun to play once you get it down. So I think you'll do well with it. So I'll see you guys again soon for GuitarLessons365.com.